Paradise City Comic-Con. How you guys feeling? All right, I can hear him checking his mic in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the man of the hour, Pilou!
Hello. Hello.
It's like a dance party up in here. That just ended. I know. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I just arrived 3 hours ago from Copenhagen.
Really?
So I'm a little bit jet lagged.
That's okay.
So if I say inappropriate things, just... I have to.
They're encouraging it. Dude.
Fuck, dick.
I guess they're supposed to say, if there's young children in the audience, we're sorry? I don't know. That's
No, we're not. You can find it online.
It's true. And I guess they kind of know what
I can see a 5-year-old pussy.
Is there a 5-year-old?
Sorry. All right.
Well, I mean, they kind
I promised actually I would behave.
Aw. They
But
all
let's not behave. Is that Star Wars? That's so cool.
Star Trek?
Oh
But I
shit,
see
I'm
some-
so sorry,
No,
man.
I see it. I see a Leia.
Yeah, that's Leia.
We got a mix of Star Wars and Star Trek coming together right here at Paradise City Comic-Con, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Actually, yes. Right after your panel is the costume contest. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So, random question: if you could cosplay as any character, who would you dress up like?
Jenna Jameson.
You know what? Like when I first saw you, I was like, "This is a man that would make a great Jenna."
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
I always, honestly, if I have to be just truthful for 4 seconds, I would say the Venom.
Venom?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, popular.
I think they're doing a Venom movie right now, right?
Right. The
With-
first.
Yeah, Venom with Tom Hardy.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't seen. Is there a trailer for it yet, or just?
No, I think they're shooting
Yeah?
it right now.
Ooh.
There's a trailer. But the teasers, they always release the teasers while they're shooting the film just to gain a little bit of hype. And it's often just computer animated or something, or like an extreme close-up of the costume. It's very disappointing.
And apparently, there's no Spider-Man, from what I hear. Is this true? Before I start spreading lies, is there a Spider-Man?
See, there's no Spider-Man in the Venom.
That's what I'm. Are you agreeing with me? Okay.
Thank you. We have experts.
No, I'm sure if they're anywhere, they're here. So you mentioned you were in Copenhagen. Do you live overseas?
I'm European, more specific, Danish, and that's one of the reasons why when we did Game of Thrones last year, that was my favorite scenes to shoot was with Nikolai, who plays Jaime Lannister, because he's Danish as well.
Oh, awesome.
And he's been from the beginning, and I came on board in season 6. And when you look at Nikolai, he looks like a Greek god. You know, he's very handsome. I can say that as a guy, even though I've been married for 10 years with the same woman who I love.
Right. And you can say it as Jenna Jameson as well. So there you go.
Exactly. She's not a guy, but still. But Nikolai is so beautiful. He's so handsome. We call him Adonis, the Greek god Adonis. You got to be European to get this, but still. I was doing the scene with Nikolai, and then you see him on the screen, and all the girls go like, and then I enter the scene, and I look like a hooligan. I look like a little fat bastard just trying to ruin the scene. And I felt like, oh shit, this is the last time in my life I'm going to watch playback of what I've just done, because I thought it was actually a pretty cool thing to do. So I hope I get to do more scenes with Nikolai, because that was my favorite. I have no idea why I'm telling this story.
Because
maybe we should get drunk. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, if we could play that club music again, we can get this party started.
Oh, yay!
Wait, what is?
And of course you're wearing a Deadpool t-shirt, man. You're fucking nailing it. I just saw the Hitman's Bodyguard. Feel sorry for me.
Did you watch it on the plane?
I watched it on the plane, and then I watched Wonder Woman.
Which is great. So
I fell asleep.
Pilou.
No, it was because it was so good that I wanted to dream about it.
And did you, or did you
No.
dream about the Hitman's Bodyguard instead?
No, someone woke me up and said, "Do you want some ham, sir?"
Ham?
They serve ham on business class. I don't know why. I don't like ham.
Me neither.
You guys like ham? I would think you guys were a pepperoni company.
Okay, do you want to take a poll? All right, ham people, make some noise!
This is the weirdest Q&A ever. Okay, cheese people.
Woo! Wait, pineapple.
Everyone loves cheese.
What? Bacon? Bacon, that guy.
Bacon or vegan? Vegan! Like one guy in the back. I don't eat food.
Only oxygen. There are people that say that they only live by oxygen. Have you heard about these people?
Those people are dead.
Anyway, speaking of death, you're on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to segue into
We have
this.
to be here for 45 minutes, guys. Buckle
got
up
this.
and enjoy.
I got my seatbelt on. I'm ready to go.
No, I'm ready to go.
Yeah?
Okay, let's go.
Where do you want to go? So,
Let's go to Mexico.
ooh, I've never
What?
been.
Exos? I am. I think so. Last time I checked. We're shooting season 8 right now. And I can say this because Dan and David has said it as well. We're not going to be out until 2019, which is good. And the reason why it's good is because we're going to spend 10 months shooting 6 episodes. Normally, they spend 6 months shooting 10 episodes. So I'm not going to say too much, but I can say it's going to be pretty epic.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that's not so far away. 2019. We're already in 2018, so that's only.
It's only a year.
We can wait. Get out of here. What? What?
No, but seriously, hey, dude, you're old. A year is nothing.
Yeah. Well, true. That's almost
What?
2 years, right?
Know
Is that when it is?
I know when it is, but I don't think they've said it yet.
Do you want to tell us, or?
No.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Who's? No. I'm not going to do any spoilers. But they all die.
I mean, most of them, at least, from what we've seen so far. So, like you mentioned, you joined the cast during season 6.
Yes.
What was it like kind of coming into an already established show with a new character?
It's always interesting. This is the second thing I've done where it's based on a book or it's based on a manga. I did a film called Ghost in the Shell last year, 2 years ago. I can't remember.
I think it was last year, yeah.
Last year. And that was based on a very popular manga and an anime as well. And then you do Game of Thrones, which is so massive. But you have to remember, guys, one thing. I come from a very different theater background. In Europe, you go to school for 4 or 5 years to become an actor. In America, it's a little bit different. You take classes. You can take a week, you can take a month, you can take a year. So you use stage work a lot. I'm a trained stage actor. That's my main job. And then one day I went through the wrong door and I ended up in front of a camera and I'm still trying to find the exit. And I'm gonna fucking find it one day. To the catering room. No, sorry.
Where they will serve you ham.
Yes. Jamon. No. What was the question again?
About joining the cast later, and you were
Oh
saying
yeah.
you took
Why the fuck are we
classes.
talking about ham and catering? It doesn't make
fair.
any sense. Okay, I joined the cast pretty late. I was shooting a TV series called Stag on BBC4 in Scotland. And Scotland is the high mountains in North Europe. And I'm being very polite right now because I shouldn't be telling you guys this because you should all know as good Americans where Scotland is, right?
We do, right?
Oh my God!
Not
I'm
gonna
out
get
of
political
here.
anyway.
So did I. Not. No, but then I was shooting this film Stag, and then Nina Gold, who's the casting director of Game of Thrones, and she's a fucking legend. She's incredible, and Howard Stern. They shot my manager an email saying if I could do an audition. There's a point, and it's actually going to be a funny story. This story.
We got lots of time, people.
Yeah, we got 45 minutes.
We're good. 30 now, or no, 40.
30 minutes? There's already 20,
Yeah.
15 minutes already?
I told you.
My luck. All right, so I go to London, I do the audition, and on the way out, Dan and David go like, dude, what the fuck, man? You still need to do one more scene. And I was like, holy fucking shit, my management fucked up. I only got one scene, which was the scene where I throw my brother over the railing on a. Maybe I should start watching the show. Or I toss him off a bridge, and he's old, and his name is Patrick, and he's like 85. It was like, chop, dead. No, the thing is, I've actually asked him the same question. I'm like, I know I've had a tough life, and I look like shit, but that's like pushing it. He's like 80. I'm 35. But I think my dad had sex with other women, and they just say, I think my character's dad had sex with other women. And
Thank you for clarifying. Appreciate that.
No, I also think my real dad had sex with other women. I'm European, man. We do that shit. We don't find one and then, no. We find a lot. Yes, I missed you.
What is happening?
I have no idea.
Okay, so this audition process.
Okay, go back to the audition. I didn't know, so they were like, okay, what the fuck are we gonna do? I said, let's improvise. So I took the scene, I read it, and we started improvising. And I just remember not doing a very well job, and you feel it as an actor. You always know as the first person. There's three people know when a scene is not working. You as an actor, the DOP, and the director. And it goes in that order. You as an actor, then the DOP because he is there in the room, and then the director who is behind the screen watching what you guys are performing. So there is this domino effect. And I knew it wasn't working, so I became desperate. So I ended up just laughing hysterically at the end of the improvisation, and then I kissed the other guy. And I was like, oh my God, I just kissed another dude in front of Dan and David, whom I fucking love because they did Game of Thrones, and I was a major fan, and they saved my marriage. And I look up, and they were sitting like this. And we're super excited because I think the unexpectedness and the guy who I think you can feel that I'm enjoying it. I'm only I'm going to do 3 seasons of the biggest show in the world. If I don't enjoy it, I'm a bastard. I'm a spoiled brat if I don't enjoy it. And that's actually how I feel about my job. And now this is becoming like therapy.
No, but it's nice.
I really enjoy my work. I enjoy the job, acting. I love it.
And it has to be kind of cool because, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but it has to be awesome to play such a badass character. Because to you, and a lot of times what I hear from actors is you're playing this role and you're believing that you're this role. So to you, maybe you're not a bad guy because it's the choices that you would make as that character.
No, but that's seriously. Right now there's a generation of actors who think that we need to go back and we do Al Pacino. Or we need to do Robert De Niro. We need to do this is from Lee Strasberg. Lee Strasberg is inspired by a Russian guy called Stanislavski. Stanislavski is the first person who actually takes acting and he writes down the rules of acting. He is the godfather of all the acting books you're ever going to read. So go back to the original source. Don't be an idiot. Go back to the original one, Stanislavski. People have misunderstood him. People think, since memory, you have to memorize something from your childhood to reflect it on screen. What we're doing is theater, not therapy. Do you understand where I'm going? This is a job. This is like doing food at a restaurant. This is like being a waiter. The more you can take your own emotions out of a job, the better the performance is going to be. Have you guys seen Jim Carrey? Have you seen Andy and Me?
Yes.
Incredible performance. Incredible movie. But if you ask me, I think that he is so into the role, he doesn't give space to his colleagues to perform the best possible performance they can give because he's this big energy hole taking energy. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So sometimes for an actor, not being 100% is a good thing. You know? If I have to perform a killer, I don't have to kill people. I use my imagination.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, but but people think in our generation that you have to be 100%. Because we have read these stories and books about taxi driver. I gotta be a taxi driver for 5 fucking months before I can be a taxi driver on screen. Dude, what you need to learn is to breathe exercises. Breathe in, breathe out, relax, press play or record on the camera and say the lines. That's all you have to do. It's not that strange, you know? Yeah. And I feel sometimes in my generation, I'm looking at my colleagues and I go like, why are you acting like a fucking prick just because you're a prick on the screen? You don't have to be it in your life, you know? So I'm a big fan of method acting back in the days. Nowadays, if I have to give one advice to the majority of American actors, male actors, take more lessons and go less to the gym.
All right.
Sorry.
I really respect what you have to say. I haven't really heard it explained like that. I literally hear it the opposite way all the time.
That's because that's the cool thing to say. If I want to be a cool dude and I have to sell my film. I did a film called The Hijacking. That's about a guy who's being hijacked. I did a film called A War, which got nominated for an Oscar Best Foreign Film last year. And where I play a guy who's in Afghanistan. I don't need to go to Afghanistan. All I need to do is read the script. We have an idea. People write down background stories. The moment I go on this screen, the moment you see me entering this stage, you're going to read me like you read people in a room. It takes us 30 seconds to read a person. 30 seconds, that's all it takes. So when you do a character, always remember it's the first 30 seconds and it's the last 30 seconds. It's an entry and an exit. What's in between, we don't give a shit about. And that's what you need to do when you do your characters. It's always establish it within the first 30 seconds.
Awesome.
You read people, and we are so trained, we're so skilled in our generation to read people because we are the so-me generation, we are the media generation, that maybe we do it less in 30 seconds, maybe we do it in 10 seconds. When I met you 5 minutes ago, I looked at you and I go like, okay, you color your hair, you go like this, you're like that, blah, 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 blah. If I have to portray you in a film, I would go like da, 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 da. That's how we do it when you read me. You're right? Yeah. You don't do that?
No, I did, but then I tried to learn how to pronounce your name, and then I got kind of confused.
Honestly, once I was on a flight from New Zealand to LA, and that was actually with the Oscars, and I had some good seats, so I had some good seats up in front of the flight, right? And there's a stewardess, and she comes down, and she goes like, hello and welcome on board, Mr. Asbæk. And I'm like, I'm pretty drunk. And I'm like, I don't think that's my name. But I actually prefer Asbæk than Asbæk. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, don't be, just bring me some whiskey.
Did you get your whiskey?
Yeah.
Then everything's good.
A little bit too much.
Well, before we get too carried away, do you mind if we take some questions from the audience?
No, please.
Well, we have our microphone set up right in the middle of the room, and clearly nothing's off limits here. Maybe ask him his favorite curse word. We can play that game.
Fuck.
Is that the answer?
No, I saw Samuel Jackson say motherfucker like 25,000 times in the Bodyguard's Hitman today.
He says that word a lot in almost all of his films.
Yeah, it's a catchphrase, right?
Yeah, it's a good one. You should, copyright it. If you guys have questions, I urge you now to come down to the mic. All right, our first willing victim. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Marcos. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'll just say hi.
Hello.
Hello. My question to you, I think Greyjoy would be, what's your ultimate goal? Like, what do you want?
The character or me personally?
Yeah, what do you think the character
Both.
wants?
The character on Game of Thrones? I think what everyone wants, to be on the throne. and to have a lot of sex and kill people. You know, it's like my private life.
All right, well, we find out what he wants then, too.
Okay, but I think he wants to, honestly, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I think that he wants to become king of Westeros. And to become king, he either needs to get the dragon mom or Cersei. And
Let's be honest, who would you pick?
who would I pick?
I'm gonna do it right from here.
Dude, have you seen the character? He doesn't need to pick. He's like, that's gonna be a fucking threesome next season. It's gonna look disgusting. Spoiler! And a dragon!
And a dragon?
Yeah, I like weird shit, man.
Oh.
I'm European.
That's cool. I mean, we're all weird. Americans are weird too.
I've actually, honestly, when I was younger, I've been with women worse than a dragon.
I'm so sorry.
I am so mad. You know, you take what you can get.
Very true. What's your name?
Hello. Greetings, Your Grace. You're actually the second Game of Thrones king I've ever met.
I am. Who was the first one?
Joffrey.
Oh, he was awesome. I always get this question. Who's the baddest villain of all of you guys? Of Joffrey or Ramsay or you? And I'm the reason why, sorry, what was your question? I'm answering my own question, man. No, back to my question. But honestly, I always want to, no, I'm kidding, seriously.
So.
No, but just continue.
Okay, this is funny. So
I know.
What was it like doing? By the way, thank you for killing the worst part of season 5, the Sand Snakes. So, what was it like doing the big ship battle and your little insult to Jamie afterwards?
the finger on the bum. Yeah. Actually, when we aired the episode with the Sand Snakes, I wrote on Twitter, "You're welcome." I actually enjoyed them because they're very sweet people. But that storyline was always difficult somehow. I loved doing that scene with Nikolai. And honestly, those two scenes I had in season 7 in the throne room, the one with before he leaves and the one where he comes back with the Sand Snakes and he goes like, finger in the bum and how's your sister, boom, 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 and all that shit. We shot that on the first day of the whole shooting of season 7, and I was so nervous because I'd only done 2 scenes in season 6, and now all of a sudden Jeremy, who was the director, called me a month in advance and went like, "Pilou, we're gonna start with your big scenes. Do you want to have camera on you first or on Lena and Nikolai?" And I was like, Are you calling me to call the shots on how the first day of Game of Thrones the shooting is gonna be? I was like, film Nikolai and Lene, and then we'll turn the camera onto me, which was very stupid because I have all the dialogue and you run out of energy. So when we actually turned the camera around, I was just so tired, and the reason why I'm smiling like this is just because I'm crying. But I love working with Nikolai. Nikolai is Danish, and I'm Danish. So I know that we were teasing each other, and we could tease the rest of the cast in Danish, saying a lot of bad words. But Nikolai would never do that because he's a very nice guy. I'm not.
Yeah. You looked crazy when the mask comes down and you're writing it and screaming like a lunatic as you crush someone. Like
You know how fast that one went? Because I'm so insurance. I have so many insurances on my body. I can't do anything. Honestly, this is the speed. Try scream and be a fucking fierce pirate with that speed. So I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are you guys gonna do? It's like, okay, we're just gonna do close-ups afterwards. So you go like, and it's your close-up. And they go like, great! And you feel like a fucking idiot. But it looked okay. And we practiced that killing. Actually, the fight was, I killed 10, 12 more people when we did the rehearsals. But because we ran out of time, and the boat was so slippery, and Gemma, who plays my niece, or my character's niece on the show, when we did the rehearsal, she hurt her back. So all the fights I do on the ship is done with a stunt double. And then 3-4 months later, we went back and we did all of her close-ups. She's incredible.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Did they make you read the book out of curiosity for Euron? Because let's face it, your version of Euron in the book.
The book is very different.
Yeah, like.
This is actually, let's be serious for 1 second. This is one of the things you will always get as an actor. I can never beat your imagination. I can never win over your imagination. You have read a book 10, 15 years ago, and now the new one with a lot of Euron Greyjoy in it. I can never beat that, because how can I win over something that you have created in your own mind? So what I need to do as an actor, which I also did on Ghost in a Shell, is my interpretation is an homage. You know, homage, a celebration to Dan and David, and to the director, and of course to Martin. That's my mission accomplished. If he's happy, I'm happy. But I'm also fighting that we have had 2 villains in Game of Thrones who has been sadistic, who has been very fierce, very violent, very brutal and evil. So the reason why I wanted to do Euron Greyjoy a little bit more swag, a little bit more crazy, a little bit more like your favorite fucking uncle who is either gonna fucking kiss you or kill you, or maybe he's gonna kiss you and then rape you, and then kill you and rape you again and end up kissing you at the end. I don't know. That's the character I wanted to do. But I wanted to do him with a smile. I wanted to do a charming villain and not an evil. Do you understand? The most psychopath I have met person in my private life, and I've met a lot of fucking psychopaths, they are always smiling. I don't know why. Maybe because they're fucked up.
No, it makes it even creepier.
Yeah, but you know, that's why Jack Nicholson, when he did the Joker, he wrote the formula for how every single guy nowadays are trying to do a villain. You know, Jack Nicholson wrote he's a genius.
What?
A what? And a creep.
Creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you teach us a Danish curse word?
There's a lot. Asshole? You want asshole?
I don't care. It's whatever. Why not?
No, but there's so many. It's like.
What's your favorite one?
Yeah, but that's fuck.
But in Danish.
Yeah, but fuck is fuck, dude. It's like no, in Danish you don't want to hear what fuck is. Knip, but it's not the same.
That sounds like a food.
I go like, hey, knip. What the knip is wrong with you, man? Go knip yourself.
Yeah, but that one we can casually slide into conversation and people won't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
know?
like knip. What is that? I don't understand knip. Røvhul.
I'm sorry?
Røvhul. And the reason why røvhul is a funny word is because we got å in Danish. And røvhul is asshole. I kind of like that.
Okay.
Can you say røvhul? You make it sound sexy.
I don't know how to do it.
Because you don't røvhul.
I don't know. I didn't catch. I can't. The same with your name. We don't have those. What is that called? The A with the E attached to it.
A. That's what it's called. A. And then an O with a. That's a Ö. And then we have an A with a little on top. That's called. What the fuck is that called? Oh,
Of course it is.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a funny country, Denmark.
but your real name isn't Pilou either, is
No,
it?
it's Jean-Philippe. My mom is French.
Oh.
And je m'appelle Philippe. C'est petit Philippe, which is little Philip in French.
Okay.
Like Benjamin. And my real name is Jean-Philippe, small Philip, because I have 2 older brothers.
This is only
And now it's therapy again. Now I'm going to break down and talk about my family.
you don't have to unless you want to.
I
There's
don't
no
want
pressure here.
No, please.
Well, okay, let's take some more questions. We got 10 minutes left. Can you believe it? This is, I told you, rapid fire. Any
I'm
more
so
questions?
sorry, guys. Honestly, I should have been drinking on the flight. That would have been way better.
I think you're fabulous. I think this is going so. What do you guys think so far? So everyone's good, right? Yeah, what are you talking about?
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Yeah. Dude, I don't have 1,000 ships. I have 5.
Only
And-
5?
And they're this big and they're made out of a computer. I actually have a ship in Spain.
Randomly?
Yeah.
Like just.
No, we like sailing.
Okay.
You have to remember I come from Denmark, which is North Europe. And that's where have you ever heard about a show called Vikings?
Yes, of course.
Yes, that's the Danes. So we like sailing. They don't like sailing on the show that much, but we used to love sailing.
What about like cruising?
Cruising?
Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise.
Me neither.
I've not even met Tom Cruise.
Oh. Well, then you're lucky. So.
I'm gonna work with that one.
Yeah. Controversial.
What?
Big Harley in season 7 where everyone was together. You, Kit, Emilia, Cersei.
You know what I remember the most of that? Me being drunk for 2 weeks in Seville and eating a lot of ham.
Here we go. We're circling around.
Ramon Iberico,
Circles become circles,
which
guys.
is the best Ramon. Padre Negra is the best Ramon in the world. No, that was incredible. For a lot of the other people, that was a very intense 2 weeks shooting. For me, who was kind of a newbie, I was just like, awesome. I was not a part of it since season 1, but it was incredible meeting the rest of the cast. And we went to see a football game. We went to see what you guys call soccer. And exactly, because Nikolai is a major football fan, soccer fan, I'm so sorry. I'm a soccer fan. And we arranged, Game of Thrones, HBO arranged for the whole cast and crew to go to see Seville, Barcelona. How much are you guys into soccer? Seville, Barcelona is, Barcelona is Barcelona. It's the biggest team in the world. It's got the biggest players in the world. And then Seville is an incredible soccer team as well. So Nikolai and we're fucking hyped. We're gonna go watch Barcelona. We're gonna see Messi. Messi is, what is the guy who throws that pig ball? Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Messi is Tom Brady times 10,000, just with his feet. That's why we call it football. Doesn't make sense you guys call it football when they use their hands. Why is it called football?
You're asking the wrong person. I only watch
Doesn't make
wrestling.
any
I don't
sense.
know.
Why he's every time I watch that game, he's like, there's a guy with a ball in his hands. There's one guy called the
Kick it.
kicker.
Yeah.
He kicks the
He kicks
football.
it.
Yeah, but he's also he's just a kicker. You know?
Oh, that makes
You know the guy who scored most points in NFL ever? Morten Andersen? He's Danish. Yeah.
So what you're trying
The
to say
Little
is
Mermaid? The Little Mermaid?
Danish. Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet? English.
Oh.
Yeah, but still Europe.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Back to Nikolai and me on the and watching football. Okay, I'm going to be quick. We went down,
no.
we saw the game, and we're very good friends. I used to be a nanny for Nikolai's kids. Before I was an actor, I found out I wanted to be a nanny. No. When I found out I wanted to be an actor, I was still a nanny, and I was a nanny for his kids.
Are they called Mannies? Or is it still a nanny?
I was a nanny. I was taking care of small children.
Right.
Oh, I was just about to say something inappropriate.
No, say it. Oh my God, now you have to say it.
I'm not gonna say it because that's the reason. No, I said it in London and people went like. No, it's a joke. I'm not gonna say it.
No, I don't think that.
No. But still, I was a nanny for his kids, and then we would go watch this football game. But then, the game finished, and we go to the suite, and it's Peter Dinklage, and it's Emilia, and it's Kit, and it's Gwendolyn, and it's the whole cast and crew is up in this VIP box. And the president of Seville comes down, and he says, "This is very interesting for me as the president of Seville. Barcelona wants to meet you guys. Neymar and Messi and Suarez are the biggest fans of Game of Thrones." I'll never forget this. Then Peter Dinklage, he looks to Emilia and he goes like, "Nah, I'm tired. What are you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I want to go home." So we went fucking home, man. I was like, what the fuck?
What? Wow.
That's Americans.
Oh my gosh.
And a girl.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's nice. No, so I think Emilia's British, right? Yeah? Isn't she? Yeah. Oh, she's doing the Han Solo? I thought he was flying alone. Solo? Okay.
Moderate laughter. The crowd goes mild. I don't know. Whatever. That's fine.
wait.
That's cool.
I burned it. I hated that costume so much. Honestly. They were, I don't know why. That's one of the reasons when I came back to season 7, I had a long talk with Dan and David. And I was like, guys, let's make him a little bit more fun. Let's make him a guy who enjoys it much more. So, I swear to God, I'm maybe I'm gonna wear it in season 8. I don't think so, because I haven't been wearing it yet. So, it's gone. Yay!
But not forgotten. So before we wrap this up, do you want to tell us anything about your upcoming projects?
I just did a film called Overlord, which is produced by J.J. Abrams. And there's going to be an American cinema in a couple of months. And it's with Ryan Russell, who's Kurt Russell's son. He's a fucking cool dude, man. He's a great actor. And it's going to be a fun and it's going to be a good film. It's about the Second World War. And of course, I play a Nazi German, an evil German guy. And I get to do my German-French accent. How does it feel? It's the blood of eternity flowing through your veins. Danke.
Well, I can tell you right now, as a Jew, I was terrified, so you did a great job.
And I'm a Catholic. Wow, that's acting.
I love it. This is great. Thank you.
Did I what?
You know when The Winds of Winter is coming out, don't you?
No, he doesn't tell anything anymore. He hasn't been part of the writing room for 4 years, 5 years, you know? But I know that the next chapter, the next book, that's going to have a lot about Euron Greyjoy. I'm just glad I fucked it up before he made it good.
Any final thoughts you want to leave us with?
Don't do drugs.
Sweet. Well, hey, one more time for Pilou, everybody.